Okay, we have opened the room up. We're gonna give everybody a second to come in. It's the Thanksgiving episode. So we went with the most Thanksgiving. I feel like Bond is a go-to Thanksgiving Day movie.
True, that's a really good point. I didn't think about that.
It is kind of the movie. It's like up there with football. We put on a Bond movie.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's up there. You know, with our family, it would be like Bond, maybe one of the Godfathers. I think the Godfather franchise often gets put on.
Oh, we always put on Home for the Holidays.
Okay.
Ours would be Your Brother, Where Art Thou? Be the first thing that goes on.
Nice.
It's just kind of like mindlessly on in the background.
That and then several Mel Brooks movies that
Oh, excellent.
I can't watch in public with anybody else or talk about.
Yeah. Love. I watched Young Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
I loved it.
Isn't it great?
What's some people in the crowd go to Thanksgiving movies? Just curious. Let's hear it. Gonna give the room just a couple more minutes before we kick things off. All right. Chicken Run. Chicken Run is a great one.
Oh, that's classic. Good.
That's Sly Stallone, right? No, it is.
Maybe I don't know.
Playing one of the characters.
Yeah, I think it's Sylvester Stallone's in Chicken Run. Yeah.
I agree.
All right. I'm going to kick it off. Okay.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Timmy, do you have something you want to say? Your mouth was open.
No, I just like.
Well said, Timmy. We are welcome to Illustration Isolation. I'm here with Timmy, Bill Kobe, and Cassandra Loomis Kim. And there'll probably be some others joining us. We have a fun night tonight. I gotta share my I'm hoping this is the right one. I think it is. Yes, we are doing No Time to Die, James Bond movie that just came out. Should be fun. Bill and I have been drawing Daniel Craig all day. We did No Time to Die this morning also. A couple of different characters, but it was a fun. It was actually, I really enjoyed the photos that we drew this morning. I'm looking forward to tonight. So we're going to be doing 4 poses. First one, Mr. Craig, Mr. Bond. Second one, and this will be a 20-minute pose. The second 20-minute pose, which is a unbelievably good photograph. Lashana Lynch, or Lashana, I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced, but beautiful photography. And Anna D. Armas, my best swing at it. So yeah. I hope that's correct.
Great.
Be fun to draw. And then you have your option on the last pose of doing this or doing either of these characters or both of them together. I'd like to give you room to explore, to play. I love that photograph of Daniel Craig right there. That is, it's already been through Chris Payne filter. It's a caricature of himself. So the last pose is going to be 40 minutes. The first 2 are 20-minute poses. if you can, in between the pose, post your work to hashtag illustration isolation on Instagram. We're going to take a look at all of them at the end of the night. Welcome, and we're ready to go.
Yeah,
So,
I just I dropped the link to that in the chat. I highly recommend sharing your work. Don't be shy. And also, anybody joining us for the first time, and where are you? Also, where's everybody tuning in from? We got everybody's favorite Bostonian here, Dale Stefanos.
David, oh, I thought you were going to say David Ortiz showed up. Williams is here. The Boston Stranglers here.
Hey, I missed the episode when Dale had his guest star. Who was your guest?
Oh, it was just a what do you call that? A little statue of 6-foot statue of Michael Myers. Is that Michael Myers? Is that who that was?
Yeah, Michael Myers.
Yeah. Apparently it fell real flat because everyone, I opened with that and I was stuck on that for a while, and everyone's like, so who's the special guest going to be? I'm like, well,
I mean, like Dale, like I sent out an email that said you had a special guest arriving.
well,
It was.
Why do you?
I was excited. I was kind of.
You built it up. You built it up, man.
You built it up, yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to.
Why is there a 6-foot statue of Michael Myers?
It was Halloween.
I got you.
It was.
I'm going to have a turkey next week. Special guest, everyone.
Yeah, put sunglasses on it.
Now, if you had dressed up as Michael Myers, that would have been
pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, Bill dressed up his hands for a month. So, I mean, that's what we have to work.
Thank you.
People are making sacrifices, Dale. Come
I
on.
didn't even make a big deal about it. I just,
Yeah, right. Yeah, you didn't have to, make an announcement.
When you first said Michael Myers, I was thinking about Austin Powers.
I do that too. Yeah.
As soon as you said it, I was like, why Austin Powers? Like,
right. I don't get it. Yeah. No.
Now I get it. Now I'm all.
Well, now that Dale is here, I do feel like it's safe for me to take the night off. Everybody, I'm celebrating Gianna's, our former costumer's birthday tonight, so I'm ducking out a little early. So
smart man.
If the audience has any complaints, though, you can just call our non-emergency line. call 311, please. And we'll be right on it. But yeah, I just wanted to help kick things off.
We'll be on it within 48 hours.
Yeah, we'll be on it within 48. Yeah. Yeah, hope everybody enjoys drawing tonight. It's good to see these faces.
Timmy, enjoy yourself and
have fun.
Have fun.
We'll talk
right,
about
I guess it's good to see your guys' hands.
Hey, have a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, everybody have a good Thanksgiving as well. And everybody in the crowd, I just cannot recommend this enough. Please draw tonight. Don't just listen, draw and share your work with us. It's the best part of this. So
that's right. We're not going to, Timmy, the audience won't see you till the week after Thanksgiving. So
yeah. And keep an eye on the Facebook group if you're not, because I'm going to put a challenge in there. So, all right, everybody, have fun.
Well, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Good, Timmy, have fun.
Good. Now we can talk about them.
Yeah. What are we going to do?
Thank God. I thought he'd never leave.
I haven't left.
Well, this is awkward.
It was a fake leave. It's a fake leave. I knew you guys talked about me.
Talk about what a great guy Timmy is.
What a pleasure.
He's so nice.
There is a recording.
He's so knowledgeable.
What did the this time in France, what did they call him?
Oh,
Timothée.
Oh, Timothée, yeah.
Timothée. Which to me really sounds more like a dog's name than Timothy.
It sounds like
Did you see in the audience that someone's in Holland and they're in lockdown and it's in the middle of the night for them? So well done, man. Way to show up.
Yeah, Holland, Europe's kind of blowing up. Is that right?
Yeah.
It's coming back.
This is going to sound very bougie and all that, but we were just about to book a trip to Iceland.
Oh, I love Iceland so much.
Yeah, I keep hearing about it, and it's usually pretty cheap, but that Christmas week, it's crazy expensive. So we were kind of delaying a decision, and then we saw that it's on one of the restricted countries lists or something like that. I guess they're having
Couldn't do it anyway, right?
yeah.
Well, when you get a chance, it is such a wonderful place, and you can stay in like their hostels are really nice. They're really top quality, and it's for all ages. And like you can get a single room and your own bathroom, even stay at the hostel. Like I can't recommend. I've been several times.
You have.
Yeah.
So who was it you bumped into there? And you kind of, that was a funny story.
Oh, and they were filming parts of Thor 2, and they were all at Hotel Ringo when I was there.
Oh, okay.
So you bumped into Thor.
Yeah. Well, I almost accidentally spilled my beer on Tom Hiddleston in a very tiny bathrobe.
That's fun.
Yeah.
My daughter would have been so proud of you because she's a big Taylor Swift fan, and as we know, he's excommunicado as far as she's concerned. I have to keep a running list of who I'm not allowed to like anymore, because you might have dated Taylor Swift and there's a song about him out there. I love that. No, I don't love that guy. He's what a jerk.
Way to be a good supportive dad there.
Yeah.
That's like hard work, Dale. Keeping up with
Hey,
that.
I'm dedicated,
Just being a good dad.
Oh, someone's asking how to access the photos for the references. There's a link up above. If you scroll up in the chat and click on it, and it'll take you to the website where the photo reference is. A lot of people will do it on their phone and then like look at this on the computer, or vice versa, or I don't know. What are your all's tips?
Thank you for taking all the tough questions.
Yeah, Cassandra, you're the adult in the room here now. Well, you always
That's
are.
not saying much.
No, it's not.
Really? Thank you.
In this room, that's not saying much at
Wow,
all.
that was a burn.
It's a burn to my own self. Like,
No,
It's a bigger burn to us.
it's an appropriate burn to the guys in the room here. Hey, how did the thing at Trader Joe's work? Were you actually in store, or how did they do that?
Yeah, I was in the back room, and they
No
would just
kidding.
carve out a spot in between pallets for a table, and I'd work there.
Is that how they do it at a lot of the places?
Yeah, it's all about just finding the spot for you to work back there. And like one store, I was like right next to the freezer door. So anytime they had to pull anything from the freezer, like I was like in the path of all the air pouring out. So I would wear like fingerless gloves and like cardigans and hats like year round.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the one in our town suddenly, they have the signs in there and all that, but the art suddenly got much better. And I was like, what? Is there a person back here doing this or something? Or
Oh yeah.
oh, that's cool.
And like, they probably could have just hired a new artist. Like it's kind of those things that different stores are always hiring. It's a cool position. I mean, I got to do art for Trader Joe's with like a retirement plan and medical. It was wonderful.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I thought you were going for it, Dale. Thought you were.
That's my retirement plan.
Yeah, I thought you were applying.
Hey, discount on groceries too. Includes wine and beer.
I'm in. If there's cheap beer, then that has always been my Achilles heel. It's like whatever it takes. One of my first art jobs was for like a salvage retailer
Mm-hmm.
called Building 19 in Boston here. And, you know, it's just like a big yard sale in there, but they had very similar to Trader Joe's. They had I was an in-store artist, and they had a circular that you'd contribute art to and all that, and just made up of caricatures basically. But
Oh,
it was
fun.
so much fun. I was 18, and just like you just described, aside from the actual adult benefits that you're getting, I was in a back room with markers and just drawing pictures. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great time, and they're a good company. I just things changed when I had twins.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like the kind of thing you're not going to do forever.
Yeah,
you
I
said-
thought I was just going to be there for a couple of years, but then I just kept having fun, and I just kept staying. And I'm appreciative to like changes that kind of force you to change, because now I'm doing things I never thought I'd get a chance to do, and I love it. But
Yeah.
it was a great job.
That's great. You can look at it that way, because that's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
As an artist, that's just, you just kind of start here and end up over here. I mean, a lot of it is just like, I don't think people realize it, but like personal interest, it's like wanting to try something else. And, people never dream of doing what they really end up doing most of their career when they start.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
and it's
also-
recognizing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say it's also just recognizing opportunity.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was going to say.
Like this is.
Or taking advantage of it too.
Yeah. But that's the big thing. It's funny. Right after that job, you guys are sick of hearing me say I was doing music, but I got a job as a salesman at a local guitar store that was well known. And when it was slow, which it was a lot of the time in the morning, I would draw caricatures of my coworkers and musicians and all that, and that turned into me doing custom paint jobs on like custom guitars. It was really cool.
That's so fun.
The owner, he had a pool shaped like a Les Paul.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. He was a great guy.
I feel like you always hear about stuff where people would have some like unique, crazy shaped pool, but I've never actually known anybody to do that.
Well, I knew the guy.
Dale, did you ever go into the Les Paul, the bar right across from Lincoln Center in New York?
Yeah.
I stayed trying to think of that name of the hotel, the Empire.
Yeah.
I used to stay there when I'd go to the US Open, stayed there several times, and I'd always go in and wander into the Les Paul bar there.
It was cool. When were you doing that? What, like?
Oh, I went to the US Open probably, I don't know, for about 20 years. I went almost every year.
Oh, so you were and you always stayed up there?
I didn't always stay up there, but I stayed there a lot because it was easy and it was kind of a fun place to be for me.
That's back when Columbus Circle was a dump. My mother used to live up there, and it was scary. And now it's like this polished, gleaming jewel. My daughter lived right across from Juilliard up until she came home from the pandemic. And man, that place was amazing.
What, Juilliard or the place she was staying at?
That just the Upper East Side, that whole area.
Mm.
And I guess probably I say that because I had the perspective of being there in the 80s, and it was just
Oh, I heard like, that area in the 80s was dramatically different.
it was like Mad Max. I mean, it was just a toilet.
Yeah. I didn't start going to the US Open. My dad and I would go every year. A group of tennis players. There was about 4 or 5 of us that usually ended up going together. And I didn't start probably till, I don't know, 95. So I missed the really bad part, right?
Oh, too bad.
I saw enough of that city. I think I met most of
Yeah,
that.
you get it. You get it.
That climate crawling through that city in the mid 80s and early 90s.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore. It's funny. There are a lot of New Yorkers who sort of lament that it's not like that anymore.
Well,
New
I
York's
mean,
not like it used to be.
because like a lot of artists could afford to be there in a way that now they can't. So like
yeah.
there was a really interesting collection of people, right?
Yeah, yeah. I have a friend who, the illustrator, Stephen Croniger.
He's amazing.
He's great. Yeah. They bought their place in the East Village in the I don't know, early 80s, I think. It's 2 floors. It's just incredible. And they paid nothing for it back then. Nothing. I think like under $50,000 or something like that. And now it's,
Wow.
I can't imagine.
Hey, John, your camera isn't on your drawing, by the way.
Really?
Julia was pointing out we're getting a very nice profile of you, but not your drawing.
Oh,
I was thinking about just drawing you, John.
there you go.
Oh, it looks good.
Oh yeah.
So please, for the love of God, put it on your drawing.
I don't know. That's kind of like a backhanded compliment, Bill. It's like, yeah, my drawing does look good, but so I don't. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just,
You don't look fat in that. That doesn't make any body part look good, look big.
I am not doing well in this Daniel Craig. I feel like mine looks like if Forrest Gump had a baby with Daniel Craig right now.
Oh my God. I was just thinking the same thing about mine. Like, that's a riot.
Well, Dale, I like that we're on the same thought process here tonight.
My Daniel Craig this morning at one point looked like Frank Sinatra.
Well, that's cooler than going like Forrest Gump on him.
No, it really isn't. It was like old Frank Sinatra. So there's my morning Daniel Craig.
Oh, there you go.
Which doesn't, but really looks still a little bit more like Frank Sinatra. I'm Bond, baby. That's how
I like. Somebody said theirs is half Mad Magazine kid, half George Bush. That's a fun combination too, man. I like it.
Yeah,
I could see a George Bush likeness coming out of this pretty easily. The shape of it's got the similar shape of the head.
Oh, John, that's fantastic.
Thanks, man.
I'm really close to buying myself a black and white printer just because I'm sort of done.
It makes you draw better, Bill.
What's that?
It makes all the difference. It makes you draw better.
Yeah.
Why a black and white printer?
Because I don't. Because of that. Yeah, that's basically.
Because of what?
Because.
Well, you could just convert it to grayscale and print it.
You can, but then with the color printers, you got to buy all the ink and stuff, and it's more expensive than getting a laser.
Oh, so you don't have a printer, period?
I don't have a printer, period. I do have a printer.
Oh, okay.
No, I do have a printer. It's out of ink. So that's basically like not having a printer.
That's very funny. My tires are flat, so
I was
New
gonna
car.
say, I got a car, but it's out of gas, it's
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Yeah, so but I haven't had a need for one, but I still need the color one, but yeah.
Dale, I feel like that was such a dad comment that you took it to the tires in the car.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks. I deserved it, I think.
Yes. I felt like I was talking to young Bill there.
Dale, have you seen the movie Knives Out?
Yes. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. It's funny you ask that. I was just like an hour ago at the building they filmed that in.
Oh,
Oh.
really? Like the
Yeah.
house?
Yeah.
That's a cool house.
That's so cool. They filmed so many things there. It's
What else
the
they filmed there?
Ames Estate in Easton, Massachusetts.
Well, the actress who is the young actress in that was also the actress in the Bond movie.
Oh yeah. That's a fun movie.
It's yeah. I forget Ben. My name is Benoit something. I forget his last name.
I gotta say, I wasn't a fan of his accent in the movie,
Oh, really?
but of Daniel Craig's accent. I enjoyed the movie. Just his accent wasn't.
Didn't do it for you.
No.
I kind of liked it because it was sort of annoying and effective.
So I love that it straight annoyed me, and you're like, yeah, but I liked it because it was annoying.
Yeah. I also liked him in Logan Lucky.
I haven't seen that.
I don't know that one.
That's a funny one. He plays a Southern Bond expert who's helping out with a heist that takes place. They want to steal the box office from one of the NASCAR races, basically.
Hmm.
And I think it's got Adam Driver in it. And a few other really good people.
So has anyone seen this Bond movie?
Not yet. Have
It's on
you?
the list for the
No.
weekend for me, for the holiday.
No, I haven't. I saw that it's streaming, which I'm all in with this, put the movies out streaming in addition to the theater.
Oh
Yeah, that's really nice.
I know I was sort of jumping on and scolding you, Cassandra, for watching Dune, but that's how
I was
did that.
horribly offended.
Well, that's how I did that too. I mean, come on, give me a break.
I still haven't seen Dune, so
I really liked it. I watched the Jurgowski's Dune, that documentary.
yeah.
That was really good. Really crazy.
Yeah.
That man has a lot of passion when talking about it, like intensely so.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Jodorowsky, so in the 1970s, he was originally supposed to direct Dune, and he
yeah.
like he pulled it all together and has the beautiful storyboard, like stuff by is it Mobius? Is that the artist? And so he like everything figured out, and then right before it was just to go to film, like he casted and everything, like the funding fell through.
Oh wow.
But he definitely had some like wild ideas, and like Salvador Dali was casted as the emperor.
Oh, okay, yeah. That probably would have been horrible, but kind of fun.
I think it would be absolutely fascinating to watch, but yeah, I don't quite know how it would have ended up, but it was a really interesting documentary.
Kind of reminds me of the Don Quixote movie that Terry Gilliam was going to make, you know,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
that never really happened.
A friend let me borrow her book, and it was all about all the movies that were almost made that were never made.
I love that. All the movies, all of them.
Well, not all of them, but
No,
like,
but that would be fantastic.
yeah, but it was really fun. Like some of them, like this Dune was in there, but like some of them sounded great, and some of them you're just kind of like, oh, thank goodness they didn't do that. That sounds terrible.
The pitch didn't even make it through you. That's funny.
Yeah.
My daughter's working on Hocus Pocus 2 right now. It's
Oh,
filming.
fun.
Oh,
She
cool.
said it is well, actually, whatever. She said it took the other day, it took 4 hours for 2 takes.
Oh,
And that's sort of par for the course on this production.
oh no.
Yeah. It's funny how productions can just get a vibe and you know, it kind of lasts through the whole thing.
Man.
Oh, I was thinking that would be a fun one to work on. That's kind of a
Yeah, that's what she was thinking too. And
That's the one that had Bette Midler in it.
yep.
Yeah, and Sarah Jessica
Fun.
Parker, they were the witches.
Yeah,
The
that's
third witch, I can't remember her name, but she was in Sister Act.
Yeah.
Huh.
We're excited for have you seen the trailers for Don't Look Up? It's Jennifer Lawrence and
Oh,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
yeah.
A comet's coming to hit the earth, and it's a satire.
Yeah, it looks very tongue in cheek.
Meryl Streep, yeah. So that'll be my daughter's first film credit.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, it's cool. So we're gonna. I'm really just gonna go to sit there and watch the credits.
Oh my gosh.
What's the title going to be?
What's that?
What will be the title? What will be
What's her credit?
Oh, well, she was a production assistant, but she was in a bunch of different areas, locations, set, and she started as COVID, so we're not sure where she'll end up.
That's
I'll
awesome.
give you, kind of illustration history, not really, but related. I was good friends with Robert Heindel's son, and his first film credit was Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh
What?
man,
Oh, cool.
He was
that's awesome.
He was
It
he was like second grip or something like that. It was way down there, but it was,
still so cool.
Yeah,
how cool would that be?
Oh my gosh.
did he do more than that, or?
Oh yeah, he kept going. Well, he didn't. He had an unfortunate death. He died of pancreatic cancer when he was.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
But he had done quite a bit. He worked for ILM for a while. Had his own reel out there. Was really had some interesting stuff going on, and he got sick.
That's awful.
mhm.
Yeah, really was. But it was really interesting though, because he kind of was a little bit rebellious as a child, and not to the point where he had good relationships with everybody, but he left home when he was 18 and moved to California, moved from Connecticut to California with a 35 millimeter camera and 100 rolls of film.
That's awesome. No kidding.
3 years later, he's getting credits on major movies.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's committing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did your daughter really enjoy working on Don't Look Back?
She loved it. Yeah, yeah, she loved it. It's so much stuff has been filming here in Massachusetts. After that, she was on Dexter, which just came out on Showtime, and
Oh, fun.
I like that show. I've always liked that show.
yeah. And then there's a George Clooney thing that I don't know when that's going to come out. The Tender Bar. And then she just finished. It's called Spirited. It's Christmas musical with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw like them doing funny things on TikTok together, like in between
Yeah.
takes.
Yeah. So it's fun. It's, it's funny. It sort of reminds me a little bit of, how we operate as freelancers in the illustration world, because, you're kind of going from gig to gig, and your success really relies on doing good work and not being a jerk, and, people wanting to work with you again, which is, that's the way the world works. But, it's kind of transient in that you're there for a limited amount of time and then you're on to the next thing.
Mhm.
So I feel like I can really relate to that.
Yeah.
To the being a jerk part.
Yeah.
Do what your mom says, not what I said. Do what I say, not what I do.
Yeah.
That would be me relating to it. For saying that.
How old is your daughter, Dale?
It's 24.
That's fantastic, man. Good for her.
Good for her.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Really impressive.
Fun. It's nice. It's nice when they leave the nest and they don't face plant, right?
Yeah. Isn't that like every parent's hope and dream?
Yeah.
So here's the thing I found. The most difficult thing as a parent is watching your children fail, because they're putting themselves in a position where you're like, that's probably not going to work out, but you got to let them do it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
It's so hard. It was so,
It's excruciating.
excruciating for me not to, I viewed it, just kind of step in, but yeah.
Yep.
I look back and think about, my poor mom and dad. Oh my God.
Yeah, but so how did you deal with it, when you were in that position?
What, watching them or?
Yeah, watching them.
Oh, it was, I had to tackle myself. My wife would always be like, no, you can't, you got to let them do it. You got to let them try, and
Yep.
and we were pretty hands off about it.
Oh, it's gonna be so hard for me.
Oh, it's tough.
I don't know about you guys, but for me, failure has always been, not
Awesome.
always been, but it's often the best thing that's happened to me, because I really, wow, do I hate failing.
Yeah.
And I make sure that I figure out a way not to make that same mistake again.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell it by what I'm drawing here. I just made this guy kind of winking, which I don't think he really is, but.
That's cool though. I was looking at everybody's done a really wonderful job.
Wow, Bill, that is a good drawing, man.
Oh, thank you.
Dang.
Let's see, Bill, say something.
Hello, I'm here.
I could get your, I got
Oh, that camera doesn't,
it
you
will
gotta go
not.
to the other camera.
How are you doing two cameras, Bill?
My phone.
Oh, so you're logging in twice?
Yeah,
How about that?
there we go.
I got it now, Bill.
Here, let me move this over so you can. The camera it's the phone, so every time I notice how distorted it is. It's really.
Mm.
Well, is it at an angle? Yeah, there you go. Look at that confident mark making.
A lot of erasing too. But thank you.
You're like, the way you draw is kind of like when you see a stunt driver park, parallel park, they're going the opposite way and then they swing the back of the car out, they swing it out and then just skid into the space. Seriously, and it lands, right? And
I love that. Thank
like,
you. Okay.
I feel like the way I draw is I'm doing a 40-point turn,
That's hilarious. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great. I like how you describe that.
I'm going to Dale's next.
Oh God, thank you. Great. After that.
Dale's is great.
Whoops, I'm doing two. I forgot to unspotlight Bill. You're all unspotlight Bill here. There you go. Oh, nice.
Look at that.
And then I'm going to go Cassandra. That's very nice, Dale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Dale, you know how we were talking about sticking to a weight loss program and exercising and stuff?
Yeah.
I've dropped like 20 pounds since the beginning of this year.
No kidding.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And kept it off.
Wow.
Thank
Wow.
you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Did you drastically change your diet or?
I changed my diet, yeah, and I run a lot. But a lot of it's diet too.
So
Yeah, hey, everybody switch to the next pose. Like I'm loving this commentary, by the way. You all are dot on. We should be moving on.
Well, we're gonna look at, oh no, we've already gone around the rim. I'll do mine real quick.
Man, Cassandra, that's fantastic.
Oh,
Beautiful.
thanks.
So I cut out
I gotta fix mine just a little bit before I show it.
No, if you show ours like where they are, you have to show yours now.
no.
Bring me out.
Just show the one you did before class.
You do like a cut to. It's just like here's a cake out of the oven.
I
Yeah.
didn't do that. I started drawing this when we were setting the room up.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm loving that texture that pastel leaves too.
It looks so distorted right now.
It's cool.
Oh, you're using new not new pastels, but a different pastel, right? Oh, nice. Wow.
Camera, right?
Yeah.
You're using your phone camera. Yeah.
It still looks weird on screen. Maybe it's
Anyway,
just,
so Dale, I
see it differently.
stopped eating cereal, and
Oh, really?
I recently stopped putting cream in my coffee.
Oh my God, man. Yeah, anytime you're drinking your calories, that's gonna kill you, I think.
Yeah.
Unless you're really super active.
Yeah. So, but that means every once in a while I can have a little ice cream, and that's good.
So I got it, Dale. I got to stop drinking my 590 calorie Frappuccino from Starbucks every day.
Oh my God, do you really do that?
You.
Like once or twice a week.
Good for you. I wish I could do that. I just can't get myself to do it.
I'll buy one, and I get the smaller ones, so they're like 390, and then I usually can't drink the whole thing.
So is that full of, what kind is it?
It's a Frappuccino, Starbucks Frappuccino. It's a coffee, like a frozen coffee drink.
That sounds awesome. Do you just crash hard?
No, it really gets me going. Actually, I like it. That's why I do it. It's
What, the Frappuccino get you going?
yeah, the caffeine. I don't drink coffee except for that.
Oh, no kidding.
No.
Oh, I love coffee.
And so I'll be feeling bad for myself and say, man, I don't drink coffee. I don't do, I take care of myself, and then I go get one of those things.
There you go. Well,
It's kind of like there's a scene in I forget the movie, but somebody it's the movie Michael,
Oh,
where
yeah.
he's got the bowl of sugar. He just keeps like, he just pours like ladles of sugar on top of his cereal.
That's funny. Well, it's like Elf.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the maple syrup.
Yeah, that is what a great
Pasta.
scene. All right, so is anybody already listening to Christmas music?
No.
Yeah, my wife loves Christmas, so
So is it already going strong?
oh yeah. Sirius has their Christmas channels going, and it is
Dale
Christmas time.
worked on Christmas for 31 years at Hallmark Cards. Christmas is like been over the top. It's like when we moved, I had to move like like plastic tubs, big giant tubs. I
Yeah.
moved probably 15 of them with just wrapping material, like not ornaments, just stuff
Right.
wrap back.
Wrapping material.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
It's like wrapping material for 10 people for the rest of their lives.
So is that work related or
Well, it was work. It started as work related, but she got really, she just kept collecting this stuff.
Yeah.
And we have tons of it. And then the other big thing was at one point we had 6 Christmas trees.
whoa, really?
Oh my God.
Really
That's
good ones.
impressive.
They were really good fake Christmas trees. And it was ironic because I always liked real Christmas trees, and I like the idea of getting a real Christmas, but I know it's not good for the world. So
Well,
It's actually not as bad as you think because the fake Christmas trees, people don't use them as long as you think before they get a new one versus the cutting down. They like replace those and grow new ones.
yeah, there are Christmas tree farms everywhere around here.
yeah.
Um,
So I've taken up my carbon footprint in Christmas trees, or my wife has anyway.
That's really funny. So no one's jamming with the Christmas music yet, huh?
Now, for me, like day after Thanksgiving is when it starts.
Yeah, well, that's reasonable.
Good for you.
I'm purist
Oh, it's
that
not.
way.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
My wife is actually out Christmas shopping right now.
No kidding, really. That's
Well,
funny.
she, like the pandemic didn't do it for her for like, okay, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to shop for Christmas, the supply chain. That's what worries her.
That's funny. Lake mentioned that last night too. I think there's a supply chain paranoia, justifiably, right?
Yeah.
I think her biggest concern is right now is making sure we have everything we have a lot of people coming for Thanksgiving. My family's going to be here.
How many people do you have?
It varies. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't seen the list yet, but there's probably going to be 20.
Ooh. That's
They used to come and stay at our house. Like we would have 20 and 25 people like sleeping in the floor and stuff. But now that
That's so fun.
it was fun,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
that's all changed as kids gotten older. And
Yep.
Hey, John, someone wanted to know, is this woman, I haven't seen the new movie. Is this woman in the new movie?
Yes.
yes, but I have not seen the movie either. So I have looked at the pictures. Let's put it that way.
I mean, the photo is gorgeous. I love it. I'm loving this like teal low light here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's a 007. She's a 00.
Oh,
Double that.
I think that's what 00. And I think that's the story there. because I remember seeing a preview where she's talking to Moneypenny. And they mentioned Bond.
So that's about all we know about the movie right there.
That's all
That's
I know about the movie.
That's it. She had some lines. So as far as you know,
Yeah,
all right.
but I love.
You're like a Hollywood
the-
insider.
Oh, okay. Someone says she's 007's replacement.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
Thank you.
Very cool.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Know me?
Know me.
Well, beautiful.
Yeah. I also love the woman who plays Moneypenny in the new one. I like that she was out in the field. She's got a real. I love that core shadow. You know that whatever that's called, that central shadow. I know it's not called a core shadow, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. It's funny. I feel like this one would be easier to start in paint
Yeah.
with oil paint and just push it around rather than the
And you can
drawing.
kind of pull away and add. Well, I was thinking about using ink again tonight, and then I looked at the images and I was like, oh, I think this is easier in paint than it is. ink.
I'm just digging the shapes in her face. They're fun.
Mm-hmm.
The design, all the design from the shadows.
With you, Dale, I just want to get enough down so I can just block it all in
Yeah.
and then shove some stuff around.
Did you guys draw this morning?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the, I've drawn Daniel Craig now twice today. And this is the second time I've drawn Know Me.
Donna.
Oh, and then we drew, what's his name? Malik?
Oh yeah, Rami Malek.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a fun face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm fascinated by the fact that he has an identical twin.
Oh yeah.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you watch the Saturday Night Live with him in it, Cassandra?
No, I meant to, and then I
Oh, I
just
did.
forgot.
He was
That was
surprisingly good,
Oh,
was
I
really-
think he's so talented.
Yeah.
but he doesn't. He's so serious in everything I've seen him in. I did
Oh,
not
then-
expect him to bring the funny, and he did.
Then you haven't seen him at the Night in the Museum?
Geez, I guess not. I thought I've seen Night at the Museum.
Night at the Museum, the second one. Was,
Second one, yeah, not the first
Oh,
one.
okay.
yeah.
Have any of you known identical twins, friends with them or close to? anyone?
Yeah. My nephews are.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Uh,
some friends who are.
Doug Chayka has a identical twin. The illustrator.
Is he artistic?
Yeah, he's a musician. So is
Oh,
Doug.
okay.
They're both like heavily into bluegrass.
Oh, that's cool.
Doug plays the, I guess, mandolin,
Oh wow.
or no, the fiddle. Violin.
Oh, no
fiddle.
kidding. Huh.
Yeah. They have a band.
Oh, that's brother
Well,
bands are usually.
I don't think they do anymore because Doug is in Germany more than he is here in the States anymore. They
Can
were,
anybody do it worse than Oasis?
Those guys are awesome. Awesome. Yeah, the Georgia band there.
Allman Brothers.
No, no,
Almond
no.
Brothers?
I mean, they're brothers. Chris Payne was saying how much he hates them. Popular. Anyway, you were saying, John.
I was saying, I don't remember what I was saying.
Okay. We're both
I'm
having the.
distracted with the Allman Brothers, and Dale, I'm drawing in here right now, so be quiet. Let me talk. Frickin' ears.
Oh, Julian says the Black Crows.
Black Crows. Thank you. Thank you.
Julian saved
Yes.
the day on that one.
Thanks,
He's,
Julian.
he's Julian's an awesome artist, and he has a memory.
He's not 60 yet, so.
Well, neither am I quite.
Oh.
Don't rush me.
61 next month, man.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I remember when you turned 60.
I know. Me too. Well, I don't.
Oh, wow.
John, you're 60.
Really? I don't feel like it.
That must be upsetting. Like I'm not looking forward to that. It's just a couple of years.
Well, kind of, it's like I still feel really young. I mean,
Well, that's good.
But you know what, John?
I know I'm not.
You're not.
Oh. Man, he's really bringing the
Good
bombs
burn.
tonight.
Cassandra,
Yeah,
you're still young. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You're 57, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, what, Dale?
Um, how old are you? Do you mind my asking? Or?
Oh, not at all. I just turned 40 this year.
Oh, okay. Oh, so and your kids are they're how old are they again?
They turned 5 in a week.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we had kids at about the same time. There was a point where I was so much of my day was occupied by looking at very, very young faces that right around like early mid 40s, I would pass by a mirror and just be like, whoa.
Yes.
I got a great story about that, Dale.
What's that?
I got a great story. I got contacts.
I totally get that, by the way. I totally get that already.
I didn't, my eyes were getting, I've kept avoiding getting glasses, and I got glasses. I'm always fumbling with glasses. My wife said, get contacts. So I go and get contacts, and it's just like a total battle for me to put them in.
Yeah.
And so I'm struggling at the mirror. I finally get them in after I had left the optometrist and, took them out and said, go home. And so I put them in, and my first reaction is I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, I look so old. I couldn't see myself. My wife used this gasp, and she's like, she comes walking into our bedroom and says, what's the matter? And I told her, and she puts her hands over her face. She says, for Christ's sakes, don't look at me. It was so great. It was like one of those really honest moments.
That's hilarious.
Awesome.
She goes, well, don't look at me.
That's funny.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, mine are for reading, and it seems like increasingly distance, but if I look in the mirror with them on, I'm like 10 years older. So just don't look in the mirror with them on.
That's the thing. Yeah, there's something wrong with my mirrors.
Yeah.
Gotta get a guy in here to do something with it.
These are not glasses mirrors.
Timmy would so shut this conversation down right now. It's like,
I know. Does anybody have more interesting questions, or else we're gonna all talk about how we feel old?
Yeah.
it's old talk here at Illustration Isolation.
I remember when.
No, the problem is I don't remember when anymore.
Hey, art keeps you young.
Vanessa, no, this is not for only for traditional art. Anybody can
Oh, there's lots of people working on Procreate right now. A lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
you'll see at the end of the night. There's a lot of people producing in Procreate. There's a lot of people Photoshop,
Mm-hmm.
probably Procreate more than anything at this point.
Well, what's everyone's supplies that you're using tonight?
All right, go around the room. You start, Cassandra.
Oh, I'm doing acrylic on cardboard because I like to keep it classy.
You're reducing your carbon footprint.
There you go.
When you can get your art supplies from the trash, that's when you know you're doing it right.
Justification for ordering a pizza.
I'm like
Yeah.
a raccoon.
I need more supplies. We got to get pizza tonight, guys.
Yeah, love it. I'm rocking the good old black Palomino Blackwing pencil here.
The
And
most
random piece of paper.
Nice.
yeah, world's most awesome pencil, by the way.
Oh, I totally agree.
Oh, I've never tried it.
Oh,
The black is the best.
yeah. Hey,
I'm
do you know-
using charcoal and paper.
What kind of charcoal?
It's just
Dale, can you see that? Here, hold on, I'll do it there.
fine. That's weird. My
Can you see that pencil, Dale?
No.
I'm trying to look at my.
Oh, no, it's too close. It's
Okay.
focusing on you. There you go.
my Zoom is not. My Zoom is
Things go so black. I love them.
What is it?
It's a Negro, and it's made by what is it? Collindor.
Oh, okay. I just got some of these 10Bs that Don mentioned a while back. It's a Japanese pencil, and man,
You good?
this thing is black. And you can even use it in a pencil sharpener. I thought it'd be too soft, but nothing feels as good as the black Palomino, though. I think it's
Alumino?
yeah, they're really nice. I'm not a Ticonderoga fan. It's funny, Scott Bacall and I have this ongoing battle where I tell him he's wrong. He likes the
He's right on one thing. It's the coolest name.
Ticonderoga. Oh yeah. It's
Best
like
name ever.
It's
But
like Kaiser Sose, like it just rolls off the tongue.
yeah. It sounds like a place in a Tom Waits song.
Yeah.
It's a place upstate New York, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
What's the brand called of the Japanese one?
It's Japanese. Oh, it's Mitsubishi.
Really?
Oh.
Like the car?
Yeah. Mitsubishi. They're like Samsung. They make a lot of things.
Oh, interesting. But like that's a really crazy random stretch to get like cars and pencils.
I know. But I got it at pencils.com. That's a great pencil outlet if anybody's
Huh,
looking
I
to
didn't
dump
even know
money
there
on
was a pencils.com. I am not hipping with it here.
No.
Oh, it's great.
had a quick climbing through dumpsters, and you'll.
Yeah.
I'll find
yeah.
some. Sweet.
art
You know, that's my style.
There are actually stores you can buy supplies at, or you can do it from your computer.
Oh yeah, we have a place here called Scrap RVA, and it's all used art supplies.
Seriously?
Yeah,
That's different. I've never even heard of that.
I've
yeah.
never
So
heard
like,
that.
it's not just like paint and pencils. It's also, like, oh, leftover skeins of yarn, or someone no longer works with stamps. Like they just go and donate all of their old supplies, or sell them to them, and then they resell them for like a really affordable price.
That's awesome.
And they have like teacher nights where like, they're just like come in and fill a bag and, to help support getting stuff into classrooms. It's really cool. They should have them everywhere.
Yeah. That sounds cool.
Oh, Rebecca knows all about it. She says scrap is all over the US.
Oh, really?
Oh, cool. Yeah, Jeff just said that there's scrap in San Francisco and the same resource his daughter's got. Oh, she got to work there as a intern? That's cool.
Cool.
Well, I didn't know it was everywhere. That's awesome.
I'm gonna
I
look.
think there's one around here.
I thought years ago, I thought it would be cool to have a online supply art exchange, you know, like if you, you know, those old drawing boards that you get in school and
Mm-hmm.
using. John, I know John's using one now though, but you know, I thought it would be cool instead of students buying those every year, artists could like list their old ones, and instead of getting like paying money, the students would have to eventually, you know, they get credit to, you know, have a debt to actually put something up. You know, you'd have to put supplies up in order to get supplies. And
That's not a bad idea, because a lot of times you'll get something and it's like, oh, I didn't like that, you know, or never
Mhm.
did use that.
or somebody takes a class and then they use the material once, and then, you know, then they just kind of sit there.
Hey,
For me,
John,
though-
Leslie says there's a scrap in Kansas City too.
Really?
Sorry, I interrupted. I apologize.
I could just get really mad one day and take like tens of $1,000s of art supplies and cash in and just say, I'm done.
That's your plan. That's your retirement plan.
That's about as much of a plan as I have.
Oh, that sounds cool, Robin. Robin says there's a spot in their grad school where the MFA, where students could just put stuff for free, or would just go and get what they needed. The Chinese students who had to get on a plane would leave couches, tons of canvases. It was great. That's awesome.
That's cool. Yeah, I just like it whenever anybody is like thinking about, instead of throwing it away, finding a better resource for stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Cassandra, I really like that transparent way you're approaching her jumpsuit thing.
Oh, thanks.
I think that's cool. That's just like with the head, just a little bit of color in there. That would
Oh,
be,
thank you. Yeah, it was completely intentional.
yeah. Oh, Dale, that's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I decided to stop on my drawing. That's why I'm able to look at everybody, what everybody else is doing.
Cool. Well, you're doing a good
Sometimes
job
it's-
of reading the comments now.
Scraps.
Oh, that's kind of fun. Bill, I like how you just kind of went down the center of the face and just picked that out.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was. I got to a certain point. I'm like, I don't want to put anything else in.
What time are we supposed to switch to the last pose?
In 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It gives us actually 6 minutes, but Timmy's not here. So
10 minutes in artist time. But I love watching how everybody puts down material. John, I remember you describing watching Brad Holland draw, and that's something I would love to see.
I just described it because it was so different than what I was expecting.
Yeah.
So was it not like really immediate?
No, really like slow, methodical. We do 20-minute poses with the live model, and we do 6 poses every well, 3 times a week for 3 hours. And the first time I watched him draw, he only drew the first pose and worked on it for 6 other poses after the model left, and did like a very complete, finished, gorgeous drawing. But this,
So he just continued after the model was gone.
yeah, he just kept drawing the same.
So was he I guess that means he was sort of creating as he was going after the model was
Yeah,
done?
you know, he got what he needed, and then he
Yep.
was like polishing the rest of it. But he established what he needed at the beginning, and what, you know, I think what he didn't have, he invented, you know.
Yeah.
He had the chops to do that.
We have a really good question here. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
How do you all deal with feelings of inadequacy? Oh, I can't even say the word inadequacy. Thank you. If you do it all while working.
We go and we draw live in front of a bunch of people a couple times a week. Get rid of that, where you just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like you have your days, like some days you have it and you just keep showing up. At least that's my.
That's perfectly put. Yep.
Yeah.
Who was it that said, oh, Chuck Close. Exactly what you just said. Amateurs wait to be inspired or something like that.
Right.
And
Yeah,
professionals show up and get to work.
Yeah. I forgot he was the one who said that.
Yeah, I love that quote of his. That kind of became a mantra for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll laugh at this. I don't think, certainly my father didn't feel inadequate about himself as an artist, but he'd have a bad drawing night, and he would walk over at the end of the night and hand me his drawings, and he goes, "Get rid of these."
These never happened.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Like the tone you have of quoting your dad makes me feel like it meant you had to go burn it in the fireplace if there was no evidence of a bad day.
After you rip it up.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Get rid of these.
No, that would be good blackmail material at some point, you know? Just saying.
I guess I could be blackmailed pretty easily then.
I love that though. I think that's funny.
You know, your friend Greg Spolenka was going through his studio, as everybody did at the academy. We'd bring him to his studio, and Greg's going through his studio, and he just like comes running out of this room, the storage room. He goes, "I got it! I found it! I found it!" And in Greg's voice, you can
hilarious. Joe Pesci's voice.
Yeah.
I was like, "What is it? What did you find, Greg?" And he goes, "The clunker." He goes, "Everyone's got one."
Oh, that's awesome.
He goes, "I found the failed Mark English." And it's like
the one.
I said, no, I was like, "Hey, be careful. That's not in the failed pile." That's in with the collection.
Oh my God. Do you remember which piece it was?
No, I don't actually.
Oh God, that's hilarious.
I mean, it's just so perfect of him being the one who did it.
Yeah. Greg is so funny and so animated.
Oh, he's so animated.
And he's so non-pretentious, you know, he's just hilarious, you know.
Have you all ever had a piece that like you thought you had it all figured out and then you're working on it and it's just it just won't work? Have you ever had like
I've had very few pieces where that hasn't been the case.
I mean, like I've had ones where like it's a struggle, but I had one that was for a show that I was already intimidated that I was invited into. And like I gave myself extra time and then I just felt like it was just a brutal experience. I was grumpy the whole time I worked on it. It never worked. I ended up having to scrap it. Like I turned it against the wall and I did a completely new piece in 3 days. And
Yeah.
then that's the one that went to the show and it sold and it did great. But like I had this amazing piece and I couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, no, I've had that. Yeah. But I've also had that feeling too. And then looking back, you're like, oh, why did I think that one was so bad? That's not so bad. Or just parts of piece where you just can't,
Mhm.
you know. Yeah.
I think going back to that question, because I didn't want to just belittle it. It's not a bad question.
No, it's a really good question.
Good question. And I think that one of the things in general that artists really have to learn how to do, and that's fail.
Mhm.
I think you fail. I mean, I've done 6 drawings today, 7 drawings today, 6, and I failed on 5. I think I did. And and if I asked other people, they may say I would have failed on 7. But
No.
you fail, like even on a piece, like when you have incredible, at least I do. I get excited when things are when going well. It's fun, you get excited about it. That can change on a dime.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It can go from, hey, this is going great to failing. And I think it's important to point out that the best of the artists in the world fail probably more than they succeed. And that's part of dealing with it. It's like even, just the business aspect of in the industry, you don't get every job. The best artists get turned down for projects. That's, and then you don't make great pieces all the time. And people
I
that learn to navigate that are the ones that are in it for that make it for the long haul.
Yeah, I totally agree.
and
Yeah.
yes, sometimes you fail and you have to turn the thing in anyways because
There's a deadline.
there's a deadline and it's just going to be, that was especially true in comics. I look through comic jobs that I've done and there's an unevenness to the work. There can be a couple pages with bad drawing or not great storytelling, and there's a couple pages of storytelling that I think is actually working. And
But do you think there's more wiggle room for failure in comics?
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I mean, because there's so much work. You're not
Yeah.
dependent on just one piece to win the day for you.
Right.
Yeah,
And
the deadlines are insane for that.
they are, but the thing is that, with comics, like you start out and you're focused on like how it looks, and the style and how it's inked and all this other stuff that's not really that important. And then you finally get to like trying to tell a story. And there are pages that I look at now, I look at them very differently than I did years ago. And I don't look at them in terms of like, well, how good is the drawing or how bad it is? Because, it was years ago. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I've gotten better, I think, I hope. But I look at the storytelling and I look at what worked and what didn't work and what I was thinking about at the time. And I try to learn from that and apply that to, future storytelling. So that's more important in comics,
I think the biggest difference, I think the thing that emerging artists and students have to think about is when we say fail, it's still got to be good.
It's got to be professional.
Still got to be professional and competent and satisfy your client.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like
Doesn't always happen that way, but I think that, that's the difference between amateurs and professionals. I mean, they can produce they can produce under the gun, and they can make their client happy.
Yeah. Even with this drawing, there are things I like about it, and things I don't like about it, and things I would, if I did it again, even if I approached it the same way, there are definitely things I would change. You know, like in the nose maybe, or around the collar, but it's at a point where I can go back and look at it later and address those things.
You know,
To go back to that question, the you know, how do you get over feelings of inadequacy? It's really just keeping at it, as if you can't do it every day, as often as possible. Consistency, as in anything else in life, is going to get you where you want to be. Doing it every once in a while, and you know, that's a hobby. But if you really dedicate yourself to it, then you might not. It's funny, you know, there have been different athletes that have said this, but it never hurts less. You just get faster or better.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
But the feelings are waxing and waning. You'll have good days, you'll have bad days, but you just got to keep pushing.
Yeah.
I think too, you have to look at your feelings, like take a step back and look at your feelings and recognize that this might be exactly how you felt on the last job. And it may or may not be reflective of the reality of the piece or the reality of your skills. It's just the way you're wired, you know. And if you're wired to beat yourself up, you're going to beat yourself up, you know. And so it's hard to, I think it's hard to change habitual psychological programming or whatever, you know.
It is, but the like an added challenge today is social media, and you know, if you're putting stuff online and getting likes and judging how you're doing from that, then that's really dangerous, because that stuff doesn't really mean anything.
No.
you know, it's funny. I asked my wife about. I'm always showing her my phone. Said, "What do you think about this drawing?" Or whatever I just posted, painting, drawing, whatever, something that I would post, and then she'll say, well, I like this one better than that one, and then she'll come back and prove. See everybody that liked this drawing, a lot more people like this one than the one that you like.
Funny.
And I'm totally baffled by it. I and maybe I'm just wrong with my work, but I always think my best stuff gets the least amount of.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
feel that way.
I
Yeah,
totally
I get it. Yeah,
I get that.
And it's not even close.
it's funny.
I feel like people don't get it.
Hey, should
know
we
what
be on the next one, by the way?
Yeah, we should.
Oh, yes, we should be. Yeah.
Barely got her down.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Oh, nice. That's great, John.
Oh, very nice. All right.
I start working smaller. But I can't see well enough to do that. All right, last pose.
It's a tough one, man. It's like,
Man, what about the shot of, you know, the two together, that Daniel Craig shot? I mean, that's a crisp paint already.
Oh, I know. It is such a crisp paint.
yeah.
Who's going to do both of them? Who's going to do the twofer? I know somebody in the audience is going to knock that out of the park.
Oh,
I know already.
if Gary Armano's here, he'll do them both beautifully.
Oh,
gonna do all
right.
three. All right.
Devin or Peter or Addie, or, I mean, there's a ton of people that would do it beautifully.
There's a lot of people who would do it amazing.
I may not make it through this one.
You know, do you guys ever have this feeling like you feel a certain way about your work, and then you show it to somebody else, or you have it up on a wall in a gallery, and even before anybody's responded to it, it changes the way you feel about it?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to draw this.
That's like every show, you know. And then I sit with it for a little. I sit with that feeling and kind of let that feeling wash over me. And
Well, sometimes I have to just take a break. Like, I know the painting's done. I know I did it to the best of my ability, but I can't see it good yet because I still see the struggle in the areas. And so taking a break and being able to then look at it with fresh eyes help a lot.
yeah. But I've got these larger paintings around me in my house, and it takes a lot of will not to go back into them. And
Oh, I totally want to work on some of the old ones.
I'm like, oh, you know, that part of the thing is not quite right or whatever. But then I think about the other things I want to do, and I don't know if I have time to get into those.
I got a really good idea for next time.
What?
We're going to have a left hand draw off. We're going to draw with your opposite hand.
Oh, then I'm gonna have to then I'll have to draw with my right hand.
Yep.
I'm trying to draw this one with my left hand.
Oh, that's fun.
No, I'm just really tired. And
You know what I saw that annoyed me that was amazing? I saw George Pratt do both hands at the same time.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah, I saw it a couple months ago, maybe it was a year ago. And I just looked at it and I was like, dang it, that is so good. Like,
Now, was he drawing on the same drawing, or was he drawing two different drawings?
he was on the same drawing. He was
Oh,
just
that's nice.
like working at the same time. And it just like blew my mind.
If you don't have enough reasons to dislike George.
So good. So annoying.
I don't know, were anybody there when we did have this thing at the academy going for a while that we do left-handed draw off, and it started with Sterling and Gary Kelly, and it was when Sterling had not, when he first came back and started teaching with us, he wasn't a student anymore. And he was sitting next to Gary, and they started trash talking each other while they were hysterically funny. And it started out where Sterling was he started the whole thing, and he pushed his drawing that he did. He was just really proud of it. And he kind of slid his drawing in front of Gary, and he goes, I did that one with my left hand. And which he didn't. He was just trying to push Gary. And then the next drawing, he pushed in front of Gary, and he said, I did that one with my eyes closed. And Gary's response was, yeah, it looks like it. And so it started this ongoing, we did it every year for about 10 years. It was hysterically funny and fun.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my Lord, that's funny.
And Gary killed us at it. He can draw with his left hand really well.
Ugh.
Oh, he really can?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, his point is, my dad would say the same thing. It doesn't matter which hand. He says, you just can't, you don't have as much control. He said, but it's still the same information.
Yeah.
And so right now I'm drawing Fred Flintstone. So
I don't know how I do. Oh, wow. Fascinating. So Devin just wrote, I have nerve issues that flare up every once in a while, and it takes out my drawing arm for a few weeks at a time. I've definitely practiced with my non-dominant hand because of that. And I'm actually found it to be a little more accurate with proportions because I have to pay attention much more with measuring. I love the concept of practicing with the opposite side. Wow, Devin, that's wild. That's like it's really cool that like you took a difficult situation and like found that you could be stronger on your opposite side. It's good for your brain too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Devin, you can't draw next week when we do that. Or-
Yeah, you're really good, Devin. That's so impressive. I would have to, when I would do signs, like if things got really far out, I would use both hands, but not in like a cool, like I'm drawing a figure.
You know what I'm having trouble with more than anything?
Hmm.
You're gonna laugh at me, but it's you don't realize how much stronger my other hand is holding my arm up like this.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I would have never guessed that to this extent. I mean, I am getting old. Jesus.
Just
Well,
like-
someone pointed out to me, I didn't notice. I mean, I don't think you can tell from here, but my painting arm, the forearm is like leaner than my right arm, just because like it's like I hold up the paintbrush all day.
That makes sense.
Someone asked what helps with the drawing hand.
Say that again.
What helps with the drawing hand?
What do you mean? What? I'm not sure I understand.
Question.
Ren, can you elaborate a bit more your question?
Like helps in what way?
Oh, when you get cramps.
Oh, I've never gotten cramps in my, maybe I might be holding the pencil too tight. Or even your grip, like if you're doing like one of those grips, that thing, I don't get it. Right? These like these things, I don't understand that at all.
Okay.
So maybe, it might be a grip thing. I don't know.
Detail's kind of hard.
You're gonna see, if you look at my thing, you're gonna see a bunch of people walking around like this. And you're gonna know that they're right-handed artists.
It's a little interesting. The part that's giving me the hardest time is my bicep muscle.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Fascinating.
Get up and start doing curls tomorrow.
I can't hold up this piece of charcoal.
So heavy.
I didn't do any curls, but man, I drew for 3 hours.
Robin, my underpainting is acrylic. I treated the cardboard with GAC 100, which is like a clear acrylic primer, and then this is just acrylic. It's GAC 100. It's just the brand. It's from Golden. It's just what they call it. Like there's GAC 100, 200. There's an 800. I don't know if there's a 400. Do you guys know?
I thought there was a 400, and that's basically just like a primer, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like a ground so that the cardboard doesn't absorb.
Yeah, yeah. It just kind of closes the surface from being porous.
Oh man, this is George Bush all the way. This is going to be George Bush.
Dale Wren says your drawing hand is fascinating.
My drawing hand is?
Mm-hmm. Well, you hold your pencil really far back.
Oh yeah, I do that because just to get basic shapes in. you know, when you hold it up here, at least when I hold it up here, I tend to start getting very picky, and you draw lines, right? But just like a paintbrush, if you hold it back here and you adjust your grip, you're sort of forced to not be as precise and just get general. I just do it for like placement, shapes. It's funny because I really love drawing with a ballpoint, with a ballpoint pen, and you can't do that with a ballpoint pen. It's really you know, whatever you're using kind of dictates how you use it, I guess.
True.
Parents' story used to have this thing where he would say, try to hold a material like it's a different material. You know, so like try to hold a, you know, draw with a ballpoint pen like it's a big paintbrush, or charcoal like it's a ballpoint, or just to change up the way you would approach.
Yeah, and it's a good idea, but I mean, it's parent story.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Somebody wants to know how you post your pictures.
Hashtag illustration isolation on Instagram.
So yeah, when you post it, just include the hashtag.
Also, warning, if your page is private, it's not going to show up to the public to see.
Yeah. I've been seeing some stuff with the illustration isolation hashtag that has nothing to do with this. So
I know. I called Timmy the other night and I'm like, I said, I don't know about you, but it bothers me. He goes, oh no. He goes, it's really good because there's people we have so many posts. People want to post on our account.
Yeah.
He said, so I know it bothers you because they didn't draw it with us. And that is kind of bothersome in a way, but I like the fact that people are looking at it.
Yeah, that's cool.
that is, yeah, it's a good way to look at it.
There was a really well-known artist who was posting that for a while, who wasn't doing anything here.
Who was it?
Rick Berry.
Oh, pardon?
Rick Berry.
Oh yeah, I know. I remember that.
We're gonna call that guy out.
I think I'm going to see him in a couple of weeks. I'll tell him to knock it off if you want.
Or just be like, hey, thanks for thinking we're cool and you want to post over here.
Well, the problem is Rick he claims he doesn't draw from reference. That's what, you know.
I know. We've had this battle.
You know, who's posted some cool stuff lately is Daniel Liddell's been posting some videos of his paintings.
He's incredible.
I don't even have a clue as to how he does it. You know, they're just crazy.
It's funny. They look really spontaneous,
Right.
and in the beginning they are, but there's a lot of picky work in there that he's doing, and that's not a slam at all. It's
Oh no.
he's taken what he was doing as an illustrator and really applying it to that abstract work. That is
That's
such
cool.
incredible work.
It's just
Was it the-
mind blowing every time I see them.
fabric stuff, or what was it?
I'm sorry, what'd you say, John?
Did the paper and fabric stuff, or is he doing something else?
No, he's doing really big abstract paintings with really spontaneous looking brush strokes and drips, you know, like Pollock. But there's a dimensionality to it. So he'll drip something, and then he'll take the time to go in afterwards and paint shadows under the drips so that they're really, the three-dimensional
Oh, cool.
illusion
Yeah.
is incredible. It's really incredible. And it's so intricate. Like it looks spontaneous, but
Huh. Who's
that's
the
not
artist again?
spontaneous.
Daniel Adele.
And the colors he's using too, he just is using these vibrant, some of them are just in primaries, but they're just incredible.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah. He also, if you look at his page, he does he's done these incredible portraits, like both the caricatures, but these
Oh yeah.
realistic.
He's maddening. He's maddening because his photography is wonderful. And then I saw him playing the piano.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, come on, man.
That's not fair, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
That was one of those.
Yeah.
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 He lives in a little village in the south of France.
Oh, he does. Huh.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to talk about him again. I just can't.
Nope. Dead to me. Dead to me.
He's yeah.
I don't know him. I've always loved his work, and
I met him at one of his openings at Eleanor Ettinger like 15 years ago.
that was a great the fabric stuff.
Yep.
That was an amazing show.
Yeah. I went to a couple of them though. I mean, it's like he has amazing painting chops. I mean, it's like as an illustrator that, some of I don't know if you remember the dogs that he was doing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, those yellow labs that he did, those things
Yep.
were so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the real deal, man.
He's a phenom.
Evan says he saw him demo a few years back with Vanessa Lemon and that it was phenomenal.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Where was that?
Vanessa Lemon does stuff with Muddy Colors, right?
Yeah, I know Vanessa. I was like, where? I was just trying to figure out where Daniel Adele was doing demos somewhere. I mean,
That'd be an awesome combination.
Vanessa's very good.
Oh, he said lexicon.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he's one of those. He's one of the artists I definitely fanboy over.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is completely off topic, but on theme of where we are in the year. What is like your family's like most iconic Thanksgiving dish? Like not the turkey, but what is something your family does that is just good?
Oh, that's a good question.
Pink salad.
What'd you say?
My wife's family, they have this like ongoing thing with this pink salad, which is like
I thought you said pink. What does that even mean?
cranberries, marshmallows,
Oh, yeah.
and grapes. It's actually really good.
It's like an ambrosia.
Yeah, but it's pink. Mm,
It's delightful.
Right.
I hope they always call it pink salad.
that's what they call it, pink salad. I think it's more caloric than my Starbucks I was talking about, if that's possible.
Ooh, Ren said sweet potato pie deep dish.
How about you, Cassandra?
Oh, my mom makes the best sour cream potatoes, and it's like they're so creamy because it's like a brick of cream cheese in there with the sour cream and butter and salt. Like I think my heart does a special beat every time I get to eat it, but we only get to eat it at Thanksgiving.
That's funny.
Lucky it can be after that.
I know. It's beating hard because it just it's checking itself.
It's got some extra work. It's kind of like Homer, you know, how it does its own little beat when he had too much food.
I'm gonna start drawing like this all the time. This is fun.
Okay, Bill, how about you?
I would have to say my mom would make yams and with marshmallows on top.
Yum.
Really, really good. And also really great pumpkin pie. But she was a fantastic baker.
Mm.
That's the best.
Yeah.
You have a baker.
Bill, I'm
Yeah.
sorry about your mom.
Me
Thank
too.
you. I appreciate that. Thanks very much. Yeah, she had a good long life, I think. My sister posted a tribute page to her, and I think she did a really good job of summing up her life, and then and lots of some photos I hadn't seen before, which I loved seeing.
That's cool.
Photos.
That's
So
always special, those kind of things that come out.
Yeah, photos from the 1950s, and there's this great photo. I'll share it with you guys after this because I can't. My phone is, filming. But my mom is standing on the porch on like the front near the front door of a house, and it must be like 1962 or 1962 or 63. And my sister Donna is on the ground, and my mom's smiling. She's standing there, and my sister Donna is on the ground, like sitting there with a bonnet on her head, and she just looks like she's screaming her head off.
Those are the best. I
those
love those
photos.
pictures.
It's hilarious. It's just yeah. Man, this woman has such a beautiful face. She was in a really great movie with Keanu Reeves where it was kind of a ghost story, a story about insanity, and a murder mystery all sort of packed into one.
What's that?
Ana de Armas. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie. Hang on, let me look it up.
Yeah, look up good movie with Keanu Reeves in it.
Yeah, good movie.
Oh, easy. Bill and Ted. Boom.
Yeah. Cassandra, do you have
Knock
people
Knock.
over?
No, Knock. Well, she was in Knock Knock, but there was another one. Knock Knock was not a great movie. I don't know. I didn't love it, but
Oh yeah, Constantine was fun.
Let's see.
Sorry, Dale, what'd you say?
Do you have people over? Do you do it at your house, or what do you do?
Oh, I have a huge family, and so does my husband, and we do both families. So it's like, we try to dress somewhat nice, but things need to stretch because,
Yeah.
you go from one house to the other and everyone's like, why aren't you eating? Don't you love it? So, you gotta be prepared.
Right.
And I always have to make double. So I on a challenge, because my husband decided it would be a thing, I figured out how to make kimchi stuffing, and it's actually really, really good. But
Oh, wow.
I made it once, and now I have to make it every year for both
Yeah.
sides. So I make kimchi stuffing and pumpkin crunch, which is like if pumpkin pie and cake had a baby.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good description.
Oh, the movie was called Exposed,
Oh, I've never heard of that.
and it's about a young woman who's sees saints everywhere, and Keanu Reeves plays a detective, like a police detective. 2016. She was also in the movie Knock Knock, which is kind of a weird horror film.
So somebody asked a question, any tips for getting any sort of artist jobs in New York City or remote currently?
Oh, boy.
Practice.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what this whole school is about.
Toughest place in the States. It's like, that's where the big boys live.
Yeah, that's where the best of the best.
Best of the best.
Yeah. Yeah, my tip is I guess unless you're talking about a in-person job, there's no reason you would limit yourself to working in New York City.
Unless they
yeah.
have to live there, that's
Right. But most art making jobs that I've heard of are you can do it from anywhere.
Yep.
Unless you're in an office collaborating live with people, and even then, I mean, there's
A lot of art jobs are remote,
Yeah, I think most. I mean, it's funny, as illustrators, we've been doing that for forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think we've all joked about it, that when the pandemic
like
happened and the shutdowns, we were like, yeah,
That's my life,
yeah.
Oh, they said they do live in New York City, but they know what you mean.
Okay. I didn't,
But
I'm not dismissing the question at all, for sure, but it's yeah, it's a good industry to be in if you don't want to punch in at an office.
I think the real thing is, find clients that are doing things that you like to do and that fit in with your work. Find ways to plug your work in with what people are doing.
And the way to do that is to do the work you want to do.
Yeah.
Reverse engineer it. Do the work you want to do, find out who's using that kind of work and aim it directly at them.
Yeah, you got to learn about the industry, learn about who's buying what you want to do.
Who's doing the work you want to do, or doing similar work to the kind of work you want to do, and
then
who are they working for, right?
Yeah, think of your portfolio as a job interview, and like any other job interview, you research the company before you go to the interview, and you show them things that will be functional for them.
Yeah. I think the way not to do it is to try to do something that you think is going to fill what somebody's using, if it's not what you do naturally or not, it doesn't interest you.
Yep.
Because there's lots of people already doing that who love doing that.
Well, you're going to be competing with people who
Love it,
get up every day and have to do that thing. What do you say, John? I like you're saying. Is it
want outruns talent?
Yep. Every day of the week. Yep.
Okay.
Is that yours?
Pardon?
Is that yours?
Well, I've adopted it. I don't know if I've heard it before. I can't place it. I got to show this to Bill. So he can
Let me go to. Oh, your bond drawing looks so cool.
Nice jaunty bow tie there.
Yeah.
Hey, John, are we going to look at other people's drawings soon?
No, we're just going to look at mine.
This is my left-handed drawing.
Left-handed one. I'm pretty proud of it. I like it.
You did good, man. That's really impressive.
Left hand.
Yeah, all left hand. I used my eraser with my right hand though.
Oh no!
Oh, never mind.
I did.
Fail.
But the truth is, I always erase with my left hand because it's always in the other opposite hand.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Okay, I do think we should do that next week. I think we should have a non-dominant drawing.
I'm down with that. John, what were you going to show me? Was it your drawing or was it?
I was going to show you my left-handed drawing.
It's awesome.
I want you
We-
to highlight it. Can you highlight your drawing?
We're gonna give you left-handed compliments now. That's every bit as good
I
as
think
the
I
rest of
already-
your drawings.
I think I already did that when I asked him to turn off to switch cameras.
I know. A left-handed compliment.
Damn,
That's
that
good.
looks cool.
That's one of the better drawings I've seen you do.
That was coming.
That looks like that kind of looks like a 60s James Bond.
It does
Yeah.
look very 1960s. Maybe it's the bow tie just being highlighted like that
I
brings that
love
out.
It was pretty
Le-
funny.
That's great.
Left-handed compliment. That looks just like Walter Matthau.
I think was it the first Monday of October? I think that's what that's what it was.
What is the sound of a left hand clapping?
Hey, I am left-handed over here.
Okay.
Pay attention.
I'm sorry.
So was my wife.
Oh gosh.
I can sometimes draw with my left. If I'm working on something and I'm over on one side and I need, it's hard to get my right hand over there, I'll switch hands. But
I do that a lot, but I never think about doing the whole drawing that way.
but just to show you guys, this is what happens when you draw with one hand all the time.
All right. Hey, so we're at the end. Post your drawings. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to put your drawings, to post your final drawings.
That's really fun. I love that drawing. I love how you did her face in the dress, Cassandra,
Oh, thanks.
especially since it's so small. It's just
Okay, I'm spotlighting everybody. Nice, Cassandra. Oh, wow, that's great.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's another left-handed drawer.
Yeah.
The
Here's my
cardboard-
left-handed drawing. Now I'll fail when I do my right-handed drawing.
That's beautiful, Bill.
oh, thank you.
The cardboard really works with that, Cassandra.
Yeah. It helps accentuate the lines, right?
No, I'm actually serious. I don't know why that for whatever reason that pose looks good on the cardboard.
No, I genuinely think this is a long piece. I think like
Yeah.
the lines really do go with it.
Yeah. John, now
Oh, way to do both of them.
John, you're supposed to say, that's a really good left-handed drawing too.
No, I wouldn't do that. That's
it's
not
not.
very good left-handed
But
drawing.
it's not.
That's the worst left-handed drawing I've ever seen.
It is. So precise and accurate. Well, that's the antithesis of what's supposed to happen.
Dale, how are you saying you don't hold your pencil? You were talking about people that grip their pencils a certain way.
Oh, this stuff.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Oh,
This-
I knew an artist that would do that, and his work was amazing, and I had no idea how they
Yeah.
did that.
I know Jason Seiler holds his pencil like that. And he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't get it. That's like,
Yeah.
that's not how you do it.
I keep studying my drawing here. I'll quit talking about it in a second, but it's my most accurate drawing I've done all day as far as things being in the right place. And I think it's not a great drawing, but everything's in the right place because I had to think about it so hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what Devin was saying
Well,
too. I think that's right.
I get that. Yeah.
All right.
Somebody's asking about post on Instagram. You do hashtag illustration isolation.
And you got like 30 seconds. Pulling it up right now. Oh no, you never know what's going to come up. First thing that comes up are like these beautiful Doug Bell drawings.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
that guy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, there's some great. He's got like, we have like popular drawings. He's got 4 of the 8 that are or 9 that are posted at the top.
Doesn't
Yeah, I
surprise
like
me.
how you
does
got-
it?
Dale, I like how you got both of them in there.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
impressed by that.
Thanks. I didn't really though. I kind of bailed out on him because it was just he hit the wall and then I stuck her in there and
Ooh, man.
then I just tap danced to the end here. It's not a self-esteem thing though, that you just pick yourself back up and you do a better one next time. That's all.
Well, yeah. Well, and you know what? There's a lot to be learned in the drawings that aren't your favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
I'm hitting refresh one last time. To be fair, it's 8 o'clock on the nose. Oh, I guess I got to share, right? That would work. And there we
All
go.
right.
And as I was saying, there's Doug Bell.
Yeah. Amazing. And that guy, Ray, what's his painting doing there?
I
That's
know.
not illustration isolation. Let's hide that.
Right.
Look at, they're all, it's like the Doug Bell gallery at the top.
Jeez.
Okay,
All right.
hold on to your, oh, wow, look at this is great.
That's
Look,
Nice,
good.
Joe.
Wow.
nice. Whoa. Very nice.
That's excellent.
Got that beautiful teal.
Gosh, lots of good ones.
That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Wow. This guy, this person is drawing the poster.
Oh,
Good for shortening, though.
Nice. Tell me where to go. This is fun.
oh, that's really that's cool. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
That's great.
Very cool. Lots of great ones.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
This is
That's
awesome.
fun.
Oh,
That's
that's really fun.
fun.
Tunnel Snake Cooper.
Look at this. Okay.
Oh,
anybody-
that's
I should've said
great.
this, I forgot. Anybody that draws both characters, it's definitely going to get called on.
Well done, Jeff. Well done.
Huh.
Nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, look at this one.
That's
Cool.
cool. It reminds me of like a Delempica drawing almost. Oh, wow.
Very cool.
And I know what you mean. Yeah, it does. Tomorrow.
Yeah. Really nice. Wow.
Nice, Addie.
Yeah, excellent.
Oh, you got her expression really well.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's cool in the middle there.
Yeah,
I told you that was going to be red gravy.
very nice.
Let's see the one over there on the end. Yeah. Either one. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
Gary.
Oh,
Scary.
that's good.
Nice, Gary. I love that.
That's
so good.
Nice
Even the
comp-
spam loves you.
with the cat in the cat shadow, grouping that together.
I love the tunnel in the background. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Guess who?
Really good.
Great.
Great
Oh, I
stuff.
like that one in the middle too.
Yeah, this one's awesome. I
Yeah.
saw it. So the first one I pulled up.
Oh,
Really
wow.
nice, Julian.
Jeez.
Yeah, there's another one too coming up of Julian's. It's really nice. This is beautiful.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
He's back doing the whiteboard. That's really impressive.
Oh, that's cool.
So cool.
Okay. Really nice. Nice. Gary.
Wow, Gary's
Good,
killing
Gary.
it.
Oh, that's fun.
This is fun.
Yes, I love it.
But
I can't believe you took the time to draw all the bottles too.
I know.
Look at that.
Nice. Oh, and a first time. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really good.
Hope you enjoyed it. You did beautiful work. That's a Devon, I bet. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Nice, Devin.
Okay. This is one of the ones I was
Ugh,
oh,
Doug.
yes.
so good.
way to go, Doug.
God.
Beautiful.
Really.
Oh, I like that.
I love that.
That's so cool.
Oh,
Oh,
look at
wow.
this. Ooh,
Oh,
sweet.
nice.
Killer.
Oil and paper. Good job.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's another whiteboard thing.
I love it.
Great
Do you have
idea.
to erase them in between? Like, do you do a pose, erase it, and then like
That's
take a
great.
picture? Wait,
Hey, was there, hold on, way to go, Felicity.
nice, Felicity.
Was there an arrow in this one? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
that's cool.
huh.
That's fun. Nice, Leslie. I'm just trying to fly through these things. I apologize. That's really beautiful.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff, I didn't get to look at your video, but he posted a video where he's did something with both hands, like drawing wise.
Oh, wow. Really?
Here you go, Sally.
Nice, Sally.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice. Oh, that's a nice one too.
Oh, that's cool. Nice,
That-
Marcy.
That's excellent.
Very good, Mercy. Look at this.
Oh,
That's killer.
that is
That's
awesome.
great.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, wow, Peter.
Go home, Peter.
Really nice.
Jeez. Oh, look at that one. That's cool. Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Wow, really great stuff here.
Hmm.
I got to see this one. Try to move quick. I have a commitment after this that I got to deal with.
That's fun.
Ooh, I love
Uh-huh.
that. That's awesome.
No, wow.
Oh, cool.
Ooh,
Nice.
Very cool. Okay, here we go.
Ugh, killer. Killer.
Jeez. Come on. Oh, the one next to Doug's, that's pretty cool too.
Which both sides.
yeah. Very nice.
That too, but
This
yeah.
one's great.
Yeah.
There's a little arrow too.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. Huh. That's pretty neat. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Really good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
almost like Chris in a way.
Yeah.
Really nice. Really neat.
Beautiful drawing.
That's fun.
Hmm.
Nice.
Oh man, look at that. That is awesome.
I could be clicking on about any of these things. They're all just great. It's a good group of drawers.
Yeah.
Go, Peter.
Really nice.
Interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool, Leslie.
Oh,
Yule.
I know.
All right. Hey, we got through it.
Good
Cassandra,
stuff.
Dale, Bill, thank you for joining us. Timmy, thank you. I hope you're having a good night tonight. We will not be drawing next Thursday night because it's Thanksgiving here in the States. I will have 20 people eating dinner at my house. So, but we will be back the following week. So everybody, great that you're here. I hope you had a good time. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. So thank you everybody for contributing or taking your time and spending it with us.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. everyone.
Thanksgiving all.
Yep. Take care, everybody. Thank you.
All right,
Okay.
bye.